It is often the case that when you have a big central fermentory, what they'll do is they'll either have a machine which literally you spin. It's like a salad spinner, and what that does is it spins off a lot of the cacao pulp. And so what they do in Brazil is they'll take the pulp and they freeze it into little pops. And so sort of like we have icicle pops, they'll have cacao fruit pop, or they turn them into smoothies, juice smoothies.
Oh,
right?
neat.
They use it as the frozen rather than ice. They use the frozen pulp as a smoothie, and sometimes they'll use the juice. They'll just take let the juice separate from the pulp, and they'll freeze just the juice, and it's very, very tasty. But with Solbeso, one of the things is that there is something like 400 million liters of the juice that just drip out onto the ground every year. And even though traditionally in South America they've used it to ferment and into a beer or a wine, it's not a very, very common practice. There are some examples of like on the farm in Brazil where there are moonshine stills, so people are taking it and producing it a couple of liters at a time for personal consumption. But this is the first time that it's been done on a commercial scale. So we literally collect the juice on the farm, right, and have fermentories and distilleries on the farm.
Wow.
Because typically you have...
Get fresher than that.
Ideally you want to get it into fermentation the same day the pod is opened. It's 80 proof, so it was formulated for mixology. It's formulated for putting into cocktails.
Right.
Although we find many people actually do like it as a sipping spirit. It behaves a lot like a brown spirit, in the sense that if you put a little bit of water or one ice cube in it, it softens and opens up. It doesn't maintain a single character.
I wanted to ask you, since we're talking about Solbeso, where can people get it? Do you have is it a website or?
Well, I mean, one can go to solbeso.com, but it's available. We're only registered for retail sale in New York State. But we do have a program, which is a concierge program. This is the colibri, the hummingbird is our logo. We have a concierge program you can call, and we can ship to 38 states.